we can be happy without a flight ticket from Holland to Cambodia. We are so happy now. We are 1000% happy because we see you. You are our friends. But now, suppose there was no money. No money, no ticket, no Phnom Penh.
But fact is, you cannot buy happiness. You have to create it by yourself.
So she says, okay, then don't go to Phnom Penh to be happy, but stay in your country and do something at another school.
Yeah.
There are many possibilities to make people happy and to be happy yourself.
Yeah, you have to find happiness inside yourself, inside your inner life. And in fact, there's no must that you go to Cambodia to be happy. You can become a volunteer in the Netherlands.
So happy, money, it depends what you want. If you want to go to Ceylon, then you have to go to Phnom Penh. You are not in Holland. You are not in Amsterdam. Yeah. So it's.
But our second question: the majority of people are workers. Most of the people are workers. The majority means most of the people are workers. Do you think that all workers are looking for money? Yes, of course. Because they have to survive. Or not? They have to live. They have to survive in a financial way. Because they have to pay their bills. They have to pay their food. They have to pay the rent. All the workers have to survive in a financial way. Or not? They don't have a choice. Because they have to pay the bills. For rent, for food. And how much money should people have in order to comfortably retire? Well, you should have enough money to continue your life normal, in a normal, basic way, as you live during your working years, maybe. The more or less the same. No? That's my idea.
In our country, they say, if you go with retirement, then it is necessary that you have 70% of the last income you earned before the retirement.
70%.
70%. They say. And of course, it depends on the person. But normally they say 70% will be enough to continue your life during your working time
in a normal way.
During your retirement life. They say, the government, but I don't know if it's that true. But it depends also on your personal life. But they say 70%.
For retirement,
Yeah.
Okay. Would the world be better if there was no money? Yes. Money is evil. Money is bad. Maybe we could make the gap lesser. The gap between rich and poor. But maybe we could make the gap between rich and poor smaller without money.
But it is a world without money. Is that possible? So if there is no money, is that possible?
Just if
Well, in France, I remember, there is a possibility, for example, suppose I'm very good in writing forms, fill in forms, and another person cannot do that. But that person is very good in painting my kitchen. Then you can say, okay, if you paint my kitchen, I will fill in your papers. Without money.
yeah,
Without money.
okay.
Is that an idea?
Yes, like like in Cambodia, in the Khmer rule, like the Pol Pot is like he have to delete money in our society, in the Khmer rule. So we have no money. All the people in Cambodia are the same,
Yeah.
are the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he want to make Cambodia like that, but he was fall. Yeah, because in those time, because it not just nowadays we can have social media to control, because in Cambodia, it is also too big, because he only one, but his politic maybe the other they don't accept, they don't respect, so yeah, they again with this idea.
yeah. So if I listen well to you, it happens already in Cambodia.
Yeah, it happened
So
already.
two people, Mr. A and Mr. B, living together. One is saying, please, I have to do my garden now, or I have to paint my wall. Can you help me? Okay, I help you. But then this guy says, okay, but please, can you repair my bike or my motorbike? And I say to him, yes, of course, I can repair your motorbike. That happens already in Cambodia, that people
each
help.
other without money.
Okay.
If you repair my motorbike, I will paint your kitchen.
So we call it the purse is closed.
Yeah,
Without
No money.
yeah.
Do you do
That-
that in Cambodia? Helping
we-
each other
yeah, we-
without money?
Yeah, we also have.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's great.
So then you see that the people in Europe can learn a lot from the people in Cambodia.
Yeah.
Because we have to pay for everything.
Okay.
Suppose there is an expression, you have two left hands.
Okay.
You cannot paint, you cannot repair things, you can even not put a painting on the wall. You can't do that. You have to ask a handyman who can do it for you. Oh my God. You have to pay so much. It's crazy. If you need a plumber or a carpenter in my country, people who are not educated, but they work with their hands, they have golden hands, they earn a lot. A plumber earns more money than maybe a teacher. Yeah, because nobody wants to work with the hands in my country. So if you need the people who work with their hands, you as the customer, you have to pay a lot. But that is a nice idea, eh?
Yeah.
If you repair my motorbike, I paint your kitchen. Then everybody is happy. Without money,
Yeah.
the purse is closed.
And here in Phnom Penh, I saw a big shop, do it yourself.
DIY. Do
DIY.
it yourself.
Yeah.
So you can buy all these things that you do it yourself.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
DIY, you call it DIY.
DIY.
Do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
So without a professional, do it
Yeah.
yourself. DIY.
You know the show? You know that show?
No.
Oh.
Okay. So the world, would be better if there was no money. We could make the gap between rich and poor smaller, I think, without money.
The world is the world. The world is the world.
But
But
the world
better
is the
and
world.
better and not better, it us only.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Money is evil.
Yeah.
Money is bad.
Yeah.
Money governs the world. Money is the boss of the world. Money and power. Terrible. But it is
You know,
reality.
You know, when I was kid during 2000 or 2001, I from the remote area, so we don't have too much money in those times. So, like I just use like the rye or the something to buy anything. We don't use money. Yeah. Sometimes I have a rye 1 kilo to change like the candy or
So
like
you
to buy
change.
anything.
You
Yeah.
change.
Yeah.
Change,
Yeah.
Without money.
Without money.
So you give the rice and
Yeah.
you got the candy.
Yeah. But I was kid,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if two people help each other, so I help you and you help me without money.
Yeah.
So I say to you, I don't give you money. You say to me, please don't give me money. Then we can say, okay, we are friends now
Yeah.
because we help each other without money. So we are friends, or not? And being friends, is that not very basic in a society? And if a lot of people act like this way, we are friends now, then you create from bottom up a better world, or not?
But it's not reality.
I give you one example which I never will forget. I was in Ghana and I had a problem with my ear. And I said to a friend, please, I have to go to an ear doctor, that he looks in my ear. Okay, Mr. Ben, over there by the tree to the left and then to the right, and there's a doctor. Okay, I went to the doctor and he said, hello, how are you? Okay, take a seat. Doctor, I have a problem with my ear. Please, look in my ear. And he said, your ear is okay, but I don't have the instrument the tools, I don't have the tools to look very well. So you have to go to the hospital, to that and that hospital. Okay. I said to the doctor, thank you very much. How much do I have to pay you? What do I owe you?
Yeah.
How much do I have to pay you? And then he said for me the historical words, you don't have to pay anything because we are friends now. Doctor, which I didn't know, I didn't see this guy never before. You don't have to pay me because we are friends now. I was in a shock.
In a positive shock.
In a positive shock, because this should never be the case in the Netherlands. Can you understand that?
Yeah,
never. Impossible.
Yeah.
Because we are friends now.
Yeah.
And you see, that is from bottom up a better society. But okay, that's me.
Yeah.
I say it
He's
in my way to your friends, to my friends now.
And then we went to the hospital for the ear doctor, for Mr. Ben. And there was a doctor from the
The
States.
States, yeah.
So not a Ghanaian one. He was from the States. And he said to us, you are from the Netherlands. What are you doing here in Ghana? So we explained, he is a social worker and I am a French teacher. And then he said, what? A French teacher? My wife is also a French teacher and they are terrible. Thank you so much. It was his joke. It was his joke. They are the worst, French teachers. Oh my God. Good luck. Just a joke.
Yeah, but he said it. Huh?
Yeah. But here, a joke. Okay, would the world be better if there was a more equal distribution of wealth? Wealth is riches. Would the world be better if there was a more equal is the same distribution of riches, of wealth? Yes, of course, the world would be better. No fights anymore, no wars anymore, lesser migration, maybe, lesser corruption. Lesser worldwide corruption, lesser migration, lesser wars, no fights. Yeah. Because the migration is really a problem. That is one of the issues in the Netherlands. People are very worried about the migration. I remember a situation when we were teaching in Morocco, the north of Africa. From the north of Africa to Europe is very close by. They only have to cross the sea. So I remember a situation in Morocco, we were teaching there, and one of the guys said to us, I go to Europe. I said, my friend, that is not possible because Morocco is a safe country. Morocco is not in war. The Netherlands helps countries which are in war, like Syria or Ukraine. But if a country is safe, the Netherlands will not help you. And Morocco is a safe country. He said, but I look like a Syrian one. I look like a guy from Syria. So I will try to go to Germany. Oh my God, these students. Because they didn't have any possibility in Morocco to get a job, even if they finished university. So they were thinking, we go to Europe. But you can only do that if your country is not in war. If you can only do that if your country is in war. But Morocco was a safe country. So he should not have any possibility. But this guy was thinking, I look like a person from Syria. Well, I'm from Morocco, but I'm a lookalike from a person from Syria, and then I can go. Yeah. Okay. So I think the world would be better if there was a more equal distribution of wealth. Lesser wars, lesser migration, no fights, lesser corruption worldwide. What is work-life balance? What is work-life balance? Balance between working and relaxing. It has to be 50-50. What? 50-50? If you feel relaxed, you have a better spirit to work.
Just sometime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After the work, you can relax more. It's a matter of input and output, 50%, something like that.
Is it important, a good balance between work and your life?
Work and life balance.
Work-life balance, is that important?
I don't have experience about work, because I am a Buddhist.
Yeah, okay. I know
Yeah.
you don't have experience, but what do you think? Will it be important that you have a good balance between work and life? So if you have a job, you have to do the job
8 hours.
24 hours a day.
No, 8.
Yeah, if the job is we love, it is okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we don't enjoy with it, so even though 1 minute or 1 hour, we feel like we feel like don't happy. Yeah.
So you have to feel comfortable in your job. Then it doesn't feel like working.
Yeah. So I give you an example. So I worked in a small town at the social department. And due to my work as a social worker, I knew a lot of problems. I knew a lot of people with their problems. That was my job. But I didn't like to live in that town. At 5 o'clock, I left my working place, I left the town, and I lived in another town nearby, half an hour drive by car, so that I didn't see the people anymore which I worked for. So I had a kind of privacy. Nobody knew me. In the town where I lived, I was unknown. Nobody knew me, and I didn't know anybody. But in the town where I worked, I knew a lot of people. Hello, Mr. Ben, how are you? Hello, Mr. Ben. Mr. Ben, I have a problem. Blah, 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 blah. I didn't like that. So after my job, I went back to my hometown. Freedom. Privacy.
Yeah.
But the day after, I went back to my working town. And then he said, oh, Mr. Ben, hello. So that is a balance between work and life. For me, that was important. But I had some people, some colleagues, they lived in the town, in the working town, and they said, no problem for me, no problem. It's okay. But me, myself, I said, no, this is my working place, and this is my home place. This is my hometown.
You wanted to create a distance.
Yeah. So I separated work and privacy. Not two in one, no separated. Here is my work, here is my privacy. And every day I take the car, half an hour, and I drive to my working place. Okay. I was happy.
Especially with your kind of job, because you always have people with problems. So if you should live in the same town where you work, oh my God, you should never have privacy. Suppose you were doing your shopping in your free time, they should also ask you for help. So to prevent that, he said, no, I go back to my house, but it's not the town where I work.
But it was from two sides. So I often talked with people at my working place, And they said to me, if I see you in town, Mr. Ben, I don't greet you. Because if I greet you, the people over there, they see
That I have a problem.
that I know Mr. Ben. So that means that I have a problem.
Yeah.
So I don't say hello to you. So
Yeah.
that's from two sides. So I was happy, but the guy who said it to me was also happy because I was not in my working town, I was in my hometown. Yeah.
So you created the distance yourself to protect yourself. Yeah.
So, but it depends on your job.
Okay.
If you are working in an office the whole day behind the computer, doesn't matter. That's okay. But if you have contact with people, with problems, that is another story. Do you understand me? Do you get the picture?
And many problems.
Okay.
Oh my God. Jobless people, homeless people,